What up, everybody? We are back. We are rolling. We are ready to rock. Pull up some of this stuff real quick. See what's going on. Slowpoke. I'm not slow. I told you I had to pee. Alright, let's see. Gabe says, look at that. And there isn't a woman inside. Lame. I know. Haha. I'm only here for the gift bag. Hey! Gonna join us. I'm sorry, Amy Lee Forever joined us. Hey Gabe, what's going on? Is he playing? What's up? He's coming back. Restroom break. Yes, I went to the restroom. He's gonna try to do some live reactions. Leaning on the tipsy side. Yo, that's offensive, okay? Implying that I am leaning on the tipsy side. Hell, since you've missed some things, and also somebody said there wasn't a lady inside, so at least now there is a lady inside. She's very beautiful, give her compliments. But to say that there is not a lady inside and that I am tipsy, those are both false accusations. Let's see here. Leaning on the tipsy side. Next. Yo. Leaning on the tipsy side. Now there's a lady. Yes, there is. Vaping Jam Monster Lemon. Man, I never made it to the lemon. I hit the Jam Monster. I hit the PB and Jam Monster as well. Those are both fantastic. If you haven't hit up the PB and Jam Monster, go with the strawberry. Don't go with the blueberry. All that. I got my mod right there. I haven't been using it much lately. Just because. Yeah, I jumped into the tobacco-free nicotine pouch life. I tried chewing nicotine gum for a little while, but that don't work for me. Let's see. Down Allen. Oh, live reactions. Yeah. Which I recommend to everyone. Tipsy 2, so what? I don't know if I would call myself tipsy, but we're somewhere. Your eyes open and wide. To click on the screen is rude. Maybe I'm just getting old, man. Like, let me age gracefully. Come on now. Let's see. I was about to refer Amy's name in initials and realize it's Alf. Little sway when you going on now. Facts, man. That's your thing. Use a refillable pod system just because I have a smoke. Have to have a smoke. Smoke Newports for 5-ish years. Just messing, man. Nicotine-free pouches can really hurt your gums. Be careful, they are usually full of sugar. Hey, they are. The ingredients are pretty similar to chewing gum, and they wear my gums out a little bit. But I will say I used dip and cigarettes, like some combination, for around 18 years, and so I don't know, like, it's still better than what I was doing before my daughter was born, you know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Nowadays they just taste bad to me. Newport menthols were my thing for actually 5 years. Hey, I feel that. I've smoked a bunch of Newports. I've smoked my real jam was Camel Turkish Royals. And the Turkish Jades. And then on the dip side, I liked Copenhagen Original. And then I liked Cherry Skull if I want some flavor. And of course, you can't go wrong with Grizzly Wintergreen. See, we're doing great. Sounds like you're doing good too. Yes. Everyone is doing fantastic. We're good, running on our 5th hour. I think it's our 6th. I ended that last stream at 5.5 hours. Play some of them. My vape is a plus right now. Hey, facts. 100% facts. Alright. Rednecks was with us, but was having some drinks for his birthday. He's dreaming about Tyler streaming out. Listen, I got the Kentucky version of him joining me when we were playing Phasmophobia. Okay, if y'all missed out on Phasmophobia with Jim, That's it. That is fantastic. Anyway, let's jump in because we're here to do some live reactions. Jim was crazy. Jim was like, okay, so we were playing. If y'all missed it, we were playing at one point, and Jim was legit like, just giggling. I don't even know what he was giggling about. I even asked him about it, and he's just giggling. Like I've never. That was my first time ever talking to that dude. I don't know. So let's look for heroin, touche, amore, come heroin. Okay, we got that. Let's open that in a new tab. No, I paused you. Let's see, and then we need to hit Hudsonville MI 1956. About a lot of dispute. Nope. Pause you too. There we go. Alright. And then let's throw. Nah, we won't throw in. I was gonna throw in a not oily bonus for you guys, but we might do that. Let's see. Does he wear overalls and go barefoot? I don't know, Jim. Sorry for the incoming sad reactions. We request some reactions. Any song named Heroin, I figure is gonna be a downer. Name that song in one note. I don't know about naming that song in one note. That'll be tough. Oh wait, you're talking about because I messed up the whole thing. Yeah. So, L asks, can we request some reactions? Sure. I mean, if we get to the end and I'm still feeling good about it, we'll definitely I'll definitely take some requests. Sure. Mind you, I've been streaming now for like 6 and some change hours, and so I don't know how long we're gonna go. But Gabe did a concise summary down there. This one stemmed from Stank Dope's super chatting for live reaction, and Tyler hasn't done his for a month yet. Yeah, pretty much. That's where we go. Although I do want to point out, we already kind of covered this. I do want to point out I haven't done his for the month yet because he hasn't responded to me for the month yet. All right. Enough chit chat, enough idle gossip and speculation. Let's go to this Google Chrome view. Properties. Let's see. Let's go with Touche Amore. All right. No apologies for the downers. Okay. Okay. I'm ready for the downers. Should I open this like a normal reaction? I'm not going to chop this up. Like, this is an exclusive. I'm going to tell you right now. This is not something that comes back and I'm going to edit and put in a video or anything. Anybody that's not catching this live doesn't come back to catch the live. None of that jazz. Like, y'all ain't catching these reactions. Straight up. We're going to do them live. We're going to hit it live. I might come back. I might edit this one because I did want to hit Touche Amore anyway. So I may upload this one. Whatever. We'll upload it in normal way. We'll start off with the opening and all that. What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction. And we are going strong on this live stream. If y'all are catching this later, if I decide to chop this up, throw it into reaction. Y'all will be catching this on the flip side, but we are hitting up live for the very first time Touche Amore with the track Come Heroin. It looks like this video right here that I'm looking at was dropped on October 8th, 2020, so it was dropped about 10 days ago. I'm excited to get into it. Y'all know the deal. Like, share, and subscribe as you feel led to do if you haven't joined the Alpha team already and you enjoy the content on this channel. Hit that subscribe button down below. Ding that notification bell if you want to get on the notification squad to always know when I got some new content dropping. And at the end of this video, if you enjoy what you see, make sure that you hit that like button. That's all I got to say. We're going to jump into Touche Amore. Anybody that's hanging out on the live stream, I'm no longer looking at the chat for a minute. Let's get it. I think that's loud enough. I've edited some things for my games, but let me turn this fan off. Let's get it. I'm gonna tell y'all right off the bat, I ain't even letting this instrumental finish. Like, this energizes me. I burped. See, I would edit that out. That's what we talk about. I burped again. Anyway, when we talk about like what is coming into like this track right here, what I'm feeling already coming out the gate, I think about there was this it was like a punk rock generator game that I used to play probably like 15 years ago. And you would go in and you would drop the X's all across. And honestly, it was really advanced because it looks like a lot of the things that I use now in the VSTs that I use for like beat making and stuff like that. And the game, you would say what you wanted the guitar doing, what you wanted the bass doing, what and where, and you would kind of string together your songs. And every time I hear one of these older like punk riffs and everything, like it really makes me think back to those days playing that game. And that's what this is coming out with. It's coming with that straight up just legit old school punk rock vibe, like what we would hear back in the day. Hold on, I'm gonna check out the chat and see what you guys are saying. Y'all are blowing up. I ain't gonna read all that, so never mind. But we're gonna go ahead and jump back into it. Let's go. So first of all, I want to talk about that line right there, because the line that stuck with me out of that first verse was really talking about jumping off the moon, you know, looking for somebody, really wanting somebody, and then, you know, you were going to be my everything, you promised me everything, but then it was gone. He's talking about being undone, he's talking about being unraveled, and I think about the name of the song, and not even the name of the song, actually, because the name of the song is Come Heroin. We're talking about, you know, come heroine, you are the female hero of the story, you know, come on. And I'm guessing this has a happy ending, because we're coming around, we're talking about this heartbreak, we're talking about the sadness and everything. But if we're looking at how it comes back around at the end, if we're saying come heroine, we're asking the hero female to kind of come into the story to save us. What's going on? Am I still streaming? I think I'm still streaming. Just happened to look at I happened to look at my stream for a minute and it was paused. Is this how we get taken down? Is this the end? Nope, we're still up. Okay. Sorry. If we end up doing this, this is one of those things that gets cut out. Anyway, we're talking about the end of the story. I would imagine, you know, we're asking that female that has grabbed our heart and kind of ran away with it. We're asking her to come back. We're asking her to come save us, come be the hero. And I'm looking at Touche Amore, you know, the name of the group, and I'm seeing, like, you know, Touche, of course, means, you know, someone got you. And then Amore is that love that I don't speak French. I'm not going to pretend to, but I know that Amour is love, or Amour, mi amor, yeah. Amour is love, and so Amore is lover, I think. But anyway, we're getting into that realm of saying, you got me, lover. And so, you know, if I'm really analyzing, you know, what I'm hearing in the song, I'm talking about jumping from the moon, jumping from that high place, coming down, you know, being taken away, being smitten, being, you know, wanting to be into that person. And then I'm looking at come heroine. We're looking at somebody to come back and save us. Now the question is she actually gonna come and save, or is it just something that they're looking for? But again, and I've been talking about this in some MGK reactions I've been doing for Tickets to My Downfall. When we're talking about, you know, like this pop punk genre, or this right here is more straight punk. Like, this ain't even pop punk. When we're talking about that straight punk genre, you know, punk is really hitting into, you know, talking about that love, that lost love, that heartbreak, man. That's what the whole genre is. But the birth of the Anti-Mother album, this is kind of their feel around the Anti-Mother album, kind of going through some of those, you know, Surrender Your Sons, Discipline Your Daughters, all those tracks. But it definitely, I do get that feel from it. I see where you're coming with it. Also, I've seen Norma Jean live. I'm going to plug that right here. Okay. So this is Come Heroin by Touche Amore. Wait out. Nothing else. Alright. And what I pick up from the song, legit, is that we've got... It didn't get around to fruition. I don't know if she came or if she didn't come. But we've got this... Basically this... guy who has latched on to a woman, as we are all oft and fraught to do, and he is in love. He's looking for. He's attached. You know, he's talking about at the end. He's a risk. It didn't work out. It's not something that kind of came to fruition and everything. It's something that he ends up being infatuated with this woman. She doesn't reciprocate that. You know, he's to the point, I would jump off the moon for you. I'm in love with you. You know, I would jump for you. Like all those things. And yet, you know, he's just looking for her to come and save him. And that's kind of where it is. You know, I'm a risk. I'm dangerous. I'm kind of blinded. I don't see these things. I don't see the other side of things. And so to me, it's kind of that outcry. And that's what this song is the outcry, kind of looking for, okay, I'm in love with you, please come and save me, like give me that chance, give me that moment, you know what I mean? And I really like the track. I enjoy the track. I enjoy what it was doing. I enjoy what it was kind of aiming for. And side note, you know, I have a really good friend who is really kind of going through the similar situation with you know, a woman that he kind of jumped in head first, he was infatuated with. And I'm probably going to text him this song to listen to after you know, all this is said and done. But listening to it, you know, I really think about his situation. You jump in head first, you're infatuated, and you know, you're blind to the flaws, you're blind to the issues. You just know that you want her. That's what you want. That's the person you want to be with. You're begging her to come out and save you. We don't see the resolution. We don't know how the story ends. I'm sure there might be more to it in the album, in the song, whatever, or in the next song, whatever the case may be. But I like the message because it's a message that we can relate to. But I like the sound because, again, you know, I'm really into like that throwback punk sound, and that's really what they're hitting. If I was putting this, you know, comparing this to Norma Jean, I would put it kind of on par with what they were doing on the Anti-Mother album, which is incidentally my favorite Norma Jean album as a Norma Jean fan. I think that's important. And that's really all I got. Y'all let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, taking care. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna come back and upload this. I probably will. Even though we had a couple of issues, but appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hope you're staying safe, taking care of yourselves. I'll catch you guys next time, even though you guys are still hanging out with me in the live chat. So let's see, let me catch up on what was happening during the live chat, because y'all blew up and went out. Let's see. Oh wow, let's see. I'm gonna have to upload this as long as it's here. Nah, man, I'm probably gonna go back and upload it because I enjoyed that one. Do it how you want it done. Click like, peeps. Yeah, absolutely. If y'all enjoy, make sure that you like it while it's up, unless it gets blocked. It's gonna be an exclusive for sure. Are you doing live song requests? Maybe. But Amy Lee Forever has first dibs if we do live song requests. Definitely. Gabe already spoke for me and said definitely. I don't know if you were talking about this being exclusive or if you were talking about the song request, but we'll see. We'll see. I'd love to see you react to my requests, but they don't succeed very much. I understand. They have, man. Honestly, like, you've requested a lot of Law Dispute tracks, and those have more views than like my follow-ups have implied, and I haven't neglected following up on those because of the views or because of my enjoyment, only because like I've got things like, if I react to a baby metal track, it's got like 2,000 views in a day, and so like those things end up like catching my attention and stuff like that. So it's not that I don't enjoy it. It's not that like anything like that, and it's not that I'm shying away from it because of that. It's just I'm also, you know, trying to work on growing the channel still. What's the name of the band again? Touche Amore. Cool. I like this. Hey, we making fans. I think this is the band that sings the song about the kid and the shooter. No, that is Law Dispute, Gabe. Stink Dope may have already replied to you at some point. That is Law Dispute. They are fantastic, and you should definitely hit them up. Let's see. Love the music, but his speech impediment bothers me. Elaborate. Can you listen to Cash Machine remix featuring Dylan Francis? Possibly. That is on my list of reactions to do to Oliver Tree. Whether we get to that here or not, I can't say 100%, but that I will react to that at some point. You're still live. Yes, I am still live. Okay, that was when I was worried. Remember a reaction that is similar style. It was about someone who killed a kid, looking through different points of view. Yeah, that's a lot of dispute. King Park. Yep. So is this not about the drug? No. So again, I think it might be my Kentucky accent. Not heroin, but heroine, like heroine, like a female hero. Gotcha. Thanks. Reading the lyrics, heroine also means like a hero, right? Yep. Or savior. Song title has an E on it. Easy confusion. Not trying to push my music taste on anyone. Just want his opinion. That's why I requested. I don't want a fake reaction. I want to genuinely know if he hates it or loves it. Yeah. No, I'm always genuine, 100%. I think I've told you guys kind of where my issues. I think even on yours before, I've told you like where my issues kind of came with certain tracks that you've requested, and I mean patron requests, and fan requests. Like every request that I get, I promise 100%. I'm never gonna lie to you guys in the reactions. I'm not gonna pretend that I like something if I hate it. Let's see. Song is confusing to me. I'd have to listen to it more than once. Music combined with the harsh vocals is different. Get that it would confuse most people. Oh, excuse me. Oh, y'all almost had some beef. I think it. Listen, we gotta understand sometimes that when we type, what comes out isn't always, or what we interpret from other people's text even isn't always what we intend when we type. So that's what I hate about texting. That's why I don't text a ton. Excuse me, it just means that I get that it's weird. Love the punk-ish vibe. Seriously, the singer's what ruins the song. Way he pronounces the S. Okay, fair criticism. I didn't hone in on the S's, so I didn't really notice that. But I'm guessing if I listened to it again, I would notice that. Not widely consumable sounds odd. Not commenting on the lyrics or anything. Strictly music only reaction for me. I'm much more of a lyrics guy. That's fair. I really do understand. Like Norma Jean, haven't heard of this band though. Definitely get their vibes. Are they 80s? Hudsonville is my request. Norma Jean aside. I want to get back to them 80s. Forget about them late 80s. If y'all missed it, we established that Alan is a ladies' man in this chat. Hudsonville 1956 coming up on it. Do it, do both. Do Hudsonville 100%, or I said 1986, 1956. Do it, do both. Do Hudsonville coming around to it. Wouldn't even know what song to request. That's okay, Alan. I do. Let's see. Stank Dope with the super chat again. Looking for a lot of dispute with Hudsonville 1956. Y'all know we started this for that anyway. You didn't even have to leave another super chat. Now you're just flexing. Riven says, can you react to Fauzia Bad Dreams Stripped? Since you gave me a super chat, I will throw that on the list for this. But let's be careful about those, because I'm not promising that I'm going to do a ton more live requests after this. I think at this point, since I'm taking a super chat request, I owe one to Amy Lee Forever, so I'll definitely hit that. Definitely do the one that Stank Dope's requesting. And let's see, do not forget to click like, folks. Absolutely. Ever heard of the Delinquents? They were a punk band in Austin, Texas. Did an album. I haven't. Have I heard them? I don't know. Maybe. That name sounds familiar, but I can't think of a song by them. Band name. Yeah, Tom said the same thing I did. Commented this on the last vid recently, decided it would be better here. You should react to Don't Waste It by New Haven. Very good message with a nice video. I'll throw that on my list. For sure. Don't waste it. Waste, I'm such a fool. Okay. No worries. No worries. I knew what you meant. I'll throw it on my list. Alrighty. Let's check out the second one that we had ready to rock. Ready to go. That is Hudsonville, Michigan, 1956. Y'all know I love Law Dispute anyway, and so I'm super excited to check out another track by them. I've been meaning to get around for them. Stank Dope just gave me an excuse to hit up Hudsonville, Michigan, 1956, and so we're going to check that one out. 100%. I'm ready for it. I've been waiting for more Law Dispute. I'm going to tell you guys going in, and y'all are going to hear me say it like 50 more times. I love, with Law Dispute, they have so much storytelling in their music, but not even just the storytelling that is lyrically present, but just how the instruments really drive the narrative, drive the story for their music. So let's check out Hudsonville, Michigan, 1956. Y'all know the deal. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel. Ha 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 ha! Let's get it.
There are bridges over rivers. There are moments of collapse. There are drivers with their feet on the glass. You kick, but you can't get out. There is history in the rooms of the house. After dinner, do the dishes. Mother hums, the coffee maker hisses. On the stove, the steamer crescendo. The radio, emergency bulletins, and everywhere
okay, I'm gonna pause right here. I like that, you know, we're talking about history being in the house. And one thing y'all gotta understand about Law Dispute, especially if this is your first time hearing it, because I know we're doing this live right here. With Law Dispute, one thing that y'all gotta keep in mind, it is as much about the storytelling as it is about the music. And so one thing that I pick out when he starts off, you know, his rhythm kind of sounds off when he's singing. Like, it's not really going with the beat. It's not really kind of hitting the instrumentals, if that makes sense. But I know that it's probably got a reason. It fits into their general narrative, because they usually kind of hit that kind of disoriented sound anyway. But especially when we're going through, keep in mind that everything about this group that I've seen up to this point is about the story that they're telling, and not so much about the way that it hits on that first listen. And I've gone back and listened to every Law Dispute track that I've reacted to so far a second time, and every time when I hear it, like the lining of the sound makes more sense the second time. So let's go.
The coffee maker hisses.
Oh, and also at the end of this little backstory, you know, we're talking about the history in the house. We're talking about, you know, mom's in the kitchen. She's making coffee, basically. I hear it hissing on the stove. You know, it really hits up. It's picking up. You know, we all know the whistling sound that you know, a old style kettle will make. And so it's picking up. Mom's in the kitchen. We're talking about kind of that old school setting anyway. And so we hit the transition after this, and that's kind of how their music is formatted. The real song is picking up once we've laid down the groundwork.
On the stove, the steamer crescendo, the radio, emergency bulletins, and everywhere.
Is it a tornado, by the way? Because I hear the radio, emergency bulletins, and now the wind, and so I'm guessing there's a tornado coming or something here. Or a storm, and that's how he's laying it out. Backing up one more time.
Everywhere. On
is one that I'm gonna have to remind myself to pause in, because I get lost in these storytelling songs, and I don't want to pause for a little while. If I was doing a recorded reaction, I would put the breaks with the little Pete meme that I made. But facts. I mean, what we're talking about right here, we're throwing out. This is from sticking to Law Dispute storytelling style. This is kind of from that perspective of the lady in the house. She's got her husband up in Michigan. There's a storm coming through, worried about him. She's going down to the cellar right now. She's trying to get through. I don't know what the storm, though. At this point, I'm wondering if the storm is metaphorical or if it's an actual storm, because it kind of sounds like a tornado coming through or something like that. But I know Law Dispute well enough to know they're hiding layers in how they're telling stories. And what's kind of coming, she's talking about holding her baby, read the labels on the mason jar going down. And I kind of think of more of like a catastrophic scenario than just a tornado or some like temporary storm, because she's running down. We're talking about these mason jars. We're talking about this cellar, this storage area that's been prepared for a bad situation, a doomsday scenario. And so she's walking down, kind of getting in that area, reading the labels on the mason jars, all that, trying not to think about her husband in Michigan. Now, mind you, she took a train, down into Indiana. That's another thing I like about Law Dispute when you're looking at, the imagery that they choose to use in this storytelling. How we all know where Michigan is, we all know where Indiana is, and so when we're thinking about like that comparison between the two, you can get that mental image in your mind already of somebody traveling down, making that journey. And so they put those simple things in their lyrics that just kind of trigger you to hit that actual natural story.
The labels on mason jars. Try not to think about your husband in Michigan. Stay calm, keep the radio loud. Take care when house. Father piles blankets in the corner by the furnace. Mother lights candles. It's a miracle the baby doesn't cry.
Hang on, back up, because Father lies. Hang on, so Father's involved here.
Think about your husband in Michigan. Stay calm, keep the radio loud. Take care when house. Father piles blankets in the corner by the furnace. Mother lights candles. It's a miracle the baby doesn't cry. Back home, doing yard work outside. Husband being stubborn under dark skies. Saw the fence by the neighbor shed split. Saw the kitchen window start to bend in. So you went down to the back steps, back to the basement. There were bookshop lights on the workbench and a flashlight shining bright all night. Try not to think about your son and your wife.
Okay, so we're jumping perspectives a little bit. So we're talking, and this is where I get into thinking it's more metaphorical than not, because we're talking about, husband piling blankets. We're talking about all this around, it's not just a storm that we're talking about, like a physical storm or a tornado or something like that. We're talking about, having that situation where you've got an issue. It's taken over your neighbor's place already, so it's coming through. It's a wave. But then we flip perspectives right here, because we're talking about, you've got your flashlight shining all night, trying not to think about your son or your wife. We're looking at now the husband up in Michigan. Okay.
Shining bright all night. Try not to think about your son and your wife. And the lightning that scattered the night sky. And the wind burst that tore up the power lines. And the workbench in the basement where you sat and tried to wait out the night. You called for 3 straight days. Still with your family back home. Up in Hudsonville, the worst of the storms touched ground. And the phone lines were down. Turn the radio up. There's a woman who got thrown from her car into a barbed wire fence. She was 6 months pregnant. Both her and the baby lived. You tried, but the line, or I remember those nights I couldn't.
Okay, again, we get into how they tell stories with their instrumentals. And when you're listening to this, you're hearing kind of like that frantic pace, that frantic kind of tone of a husband. I mean, picture being a husband in Michigan. Your wife's in Indiana with your kids and all that. Your whole life is down there, you know, and you're trying to call and you can't get an answer. You start reading the stories. You're hearing about this woman who got thrown from her car. She landed a barbed wire fence. Her and her son both survived, and all this, but you still don't get an answer. And I like that because it's in the storytelling on how he's doing the vocals here, because he's jumping through. He says you call, then you got this story right here, but then you're calling and no answers, and he's not linking it together and how he's saying everything, but it's still linked. And it's important because it comes through and kind of how frantically we would respond in those situations. I like that he started out in the perspective of the mother. We're now in the perspective of the husband. We'll see how this turns. We got another minute and a half.
Barbed wire fence, she was 6 months pregnant. Both her and the baby lived. You tried, but the line, or I remember those nights I couldn't get through. To do what? Quiet storms came, rattled the window panes. Couldn't keep a thing the same way when the storm blew in and the furniture rearranged. I could see lightning there and a funnel cloud and her mother said, I swear I saw lightning in your eyes. And that call got through to the other side. Stay calm, keep the radio loud, stay down. There are bridges over rivers, sirens in the distant wind howls. Keep down. Then after dinner do the dishes. Mother hums while you're snapped. Metal gets twisted. There's the rattle of the window glass bending in. Take the children down, Tara home. Coffee, Thanksgiving, stay calm. Keep down at the workbench. Stay in the coffee maker hisses. Stay calm. Keep down. Turn the radio. There are moments of collapse.
Yeah, okay. Hang on. Let's keep this ad from happening. Because I think that's where we get in. And that last line in the song, I think really embodies kind of what I took from the song. And that is, you know, he's talking about there are moments of collapse. And I don't think we're talking about a real storm here. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we're looking at that metaphorical storm, especially because we're talking about how it already overtook the neighbors. And to me, what speaks to me, you know, we're talking about the husband in Michigan, we're talking about the wife in Indiana, we're talking about, you know, kind of that wave that's coming across. We're talking about that moment of collapse. I think we're talking about a breakdown in communication. I think we're talking about a relationship getting destroyed. I think this song is more metaphorical than most of their songs because there's not that physical, actual element of what's happening right there, what I've witnessed, what I've seen, what's going on, based on a real story. But I think more than anything, I think this one's really talking about kind of that breakdown in communication that happens to people. He's talking about mother still humming. We're talking about Thanksgiving dinner. We're talking about, you know, really kind of a lady who is ignoring issues and putting on that face that everything's okay. So she's cooking Thanksgiving dinner. She's still humming. We've got the husband. He's away working, and naturally, that communication just falls apart. That relationship severs, breaks apart, all that. And so to me, that's the more metaphorical piece that I'm bringing out from this. There may be a physical piece that I'm looking over in this, but really as the song went on, I started thinking it was less physical and more metaphorical. Really talking about, you know, kind of taking your kids downstairs, shielding them from that disconnect, that issue that's growing between the two of you guys, and really looking at kind of that issue that's growing emotionally, that's putting a strain on your marriage, on your relationship, and all that. Y'all let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm going to jump over, hit up the live chat, see what you guys are bringing with that. But, yeah, get at me. Let's see. we're going. Throw a name in the mix, not for now, but at a later point. Bishop Briggs, The River. I'll throw that on my list. Linkwitz had 2 albums, their own. Their lesser bangs one. Some songs. Alien Beach Party, Beach Balls in Hell. Let's see. Cyanide. He definitely puts live chat requests as a priority for reactions. Glad you stopped by to join us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh man, he has a really familiar sound. No, I'll add the Delinquents ones. Unless you don't want me to hit them up, but I'll add them to the list. Gabe, I really like the King Park song. Same. If you feel like doing it, 2 cellos. Smells like Teen Spirit. Absolutely. You've been asking that for a minute. I'll hit that up. 100%. I don't know why, but this band makes me think of Thursday. I like this song. I'm trying so hard to place their sound. Move my PC because I can't download YouTube on my phone. Sounds familiar. I feel like I know a band of this style, just can't name it. Cake? I don't know that band name too well. I can guarantee what I'm trying to think of was a song I downloaded on Napster or something back in the day. Another good band is I don't know how. Can't place it. The band is like a fusion between the Ramones and the Cure. Absolutely. And I'm gonna say for anybody that hasn't checked out my other reactions to La Dispute, definitely go hit those up because La Dispute is fantastic. There's so much in their songs, and honestly, doing a reaction like that live, I kind of feel like there's like a piece of that I just completely missed. But you know, there's so many layers in their music. If you haven't checked out their songs, definitely go hit those up. I haven't hit one that I didn't enjoy yet, including that one. I feel like I've come across music like this in my high school days. Can't place it. I have to at the time to lean more towards screamers and music. Well, they've got like that real throwback sound, for real. Sound of the vocals, empty room, that's what's grabbing me by the memories. Yeah. Nope. Sounds like it could be on the Donnie Darko soundtrack. Yeah. Thanks. You don't have to add those, just first songs that come to mind. I have to go back. Hey, I'm saying I'm down to hit up anything, especially if it falls in that La Dispute umbrella, because those tracks right there, I mean, I really enjoy that group. Like, not even because it keeps getting requested, just like those guys, there's something about their music that really just kind of hits a different way. There's so many layers in their music, and you're always kind of, at least I'm always kind of left scratching at the end of it saying, did I hit the real intent of that song? Did I really catch what that song was trying to say? And to me, I mean, that's super important, you know, and I don't always know that I've hit exactly what that song is looking for. Alright, so let's see. I got one more super chat for Fowls Bad Dreams. We'll go and check that one out. And then we're going to do Amy Lee Forever's request for 2 cellos stripped. So just understand, anything else you throw up a super chat for, we may add it to the list, but we won't probably do it tonight. Alright, so we're going to check out Fowza Bad Dreams stripped. And then let me get this one up there as well. 2 cellos, Smells Like Teen Spirit, live at Verona. coming up. Let's go ahead and get this ad out of the way.